With a box office preview, it's time for the Movie Spotlight with Jim Ferguson.
And nobody does it quite like he does.
That is exactly right. Our movie expert, Jim Ferguson, is back with an actress and a director of an upcoming release, and we always look forward to these times with you, Jim. So
well,
glad
thank you
to
very
have
much.
you here.
We're going to talk about Where'd You Go, Bernadette?
Yeah.
And Kate Blanchett, who plays Bernadette, said when my out cue was like that, she says, "I love the way you said that."
Yes.
I made it a question. Where'd you
Right.
go, Bernadette? You know. Anyhow, this young lady first that we're going to talk to, Emma Nelson. It's her film debut, but she's a teenager, and she's wonderful. She's so polished, as you'll see in this interview.
Mm-hmm.
She plays Kate's daughter, and she's bright and funny. So should we?
So she brings a lot to the role, in other words.
Oh, she does. Here's young Emma Nelson. The mother-daughter relationship is just so good.
Well, thank
the
you.
dialogue, everything about it, just wonderful.
Yeah, we really, Rick and Kate and I really thought that it was something that was very important, you know. It's such a pivotal thing, and I think really the heart of you know, the movie is that mother-daughter connection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just aside from Bernadette's journey herself, I think that there is that relationship, and so we really spent a lot of time making sure that was present and able to be detected on screen.
It really does work, and she's really kind of a chip off the block, isn't she? She's a lot like her mother.
Yeah, she is. She gets a lot of her qualities from
She
her mom.
does. I love the scene with Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, the
where
confrontation scene. That
B-
was a
B
fun
tells
one to
her off.
film, yes. I think that B really showcases the edgier side of her, you know, the grittier, you know, and it really shows what she would do to protect her family. And it shows how protective she is of Bernadette. Because B is really the only person who understands Bernadette fully. The only person who gets it.
I think you have a line, she's my best friend. Yeah.
And she really is. Bernadette and B are partners in crime. They're best friends.
Any desire to go to Antarctica?
After this, maybe. But I feel like Greenland is close enough, you know? When we went to
Yeah.
Greenland to film. That's close enough for me.
It
It's
is.
really, but I would love to go back. Honestly, I used to only think I'd want to go on warm vacations, but after going there, it's amazing.
And you asked an interesting question of Jim.
Yeah.
of the-
Yeah,
of
is
the
it a
film.
drama or a comedy?
Drama comedy with a capital D.
Okay.
Okay, it's more of a drama than it is a comedy, but there are funny lines in it, you know, and wasn't she sharp? I mean,
Very much so.
I was
She's
going to
eloquent.
say, it's nice when you have an interview like that, right? Because you get some of the older stars and maybe they're not as willing to give you those sound
oh,
bites
I know,
like she was.
I know. Tommy Lee Jones could take a lesson from her.
The value of a sound bite, right?
That's a shot. At
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah, so that's getting very personal with
Yeah.
someone who's very up there
Now,
on the list.
now we're going to talk to Richard Linklater,
Okay.
one of my favorite directors. He's in the Spielberg League. He won an Oscar for Boyhood, and he did Before Midnight, which I love, the romantic adventure. And he's such a talented writer, director. I can't wait till you watch this interview. You
I
ready?
can't wait to watch it. Let's see it.
Let's take a look.
The relationship scenes that she has with her daughter, Emma, who plays Zoe, the mother-daughter relationship is so strong and it's beautifully directed.
I've spent my life, I have two sisters. I grew up with two sisters and a mom. I have three daughters. So I've had a front row seat to mother-daughter my whole life. So, and I think I made my mother-son movie a few years back with Boyhood. I was ready to make a mother-daughter movie, and this was that story. I had so much feelings about that, and as well as probably the portrait too. I've been at this long enough to, like, a long-term relationship, you know, was something that is worthy of exploration in middle age, you know.
And it shows in this film.
Yeah.
Kate's performance, it's award type. I mean, she is brilliant, isn't she?
Sure is, yeah. You know, I think she's Kate Blanchett. She's one of the greatest actors in the world. But, yeah, it was incredible to have access to just see her, you know, find things. And, you know, I'm sitting there with her and she's reading through something. I'll see her make a choice, just feel around and
She'll
find
edit
out.
as
I'll
she
be like,
goes,
oh,
yeah.
no one else would do that. That's why she's who she is. You know, I was reminded of this all day long, every day, for the whole time I worked with her, which was it's an incredible place to be.
I'm going to try to ask you something you probably haven't been asked all day. There's an old movie called The Song of Bernadette.
Sure.
And in that movie, it's she's the patron saint
Yeah.
because of visions. And there's a couple little touching scenes with the medal that relates to that story.
Yeah. You know, I didn't go back. I know that movie, but I didn't go back and reference it in relation
Jennifer
to this.
Jones,
Yeah,
yeah.
the great Jennifer Jones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun to have that as a parallel story.
A vision, yeah.
That Bernadette with her visions, and to realize, you know, we layer it in the movie, but you realize, oh, that was a bigger deal in her life that we knew. You know, that she really did all invest those visions into her daughter. And
Quickly, I just want to say that was a, something you took a gamble on. That last question about the Song of Bernadette, a 1943 movie. And after he says, nobody ever asked me that question, but you got it. That's why I put it in the movie.
Well, you saw the smile instantly. You saw the way that he lit up when you
Yeah.
asked him that. That was really cool.
Great.